Hi, I am at availableCar today, and my job was to inspect this Skoda Kodiaq, right? So it's not an advertisement, but I just want to show you when you're arriving and buying a vehicle, what you should be looking at and what your expectations should be, because this vehicle has been prepped to the very good standard. You know, everything has been carried out what I regard to as important for the consumer and for the future owner of this vehicle. If obviously those things not done, those pretty much would be imminent cost to you. And let me show you. So this is availableCar. Like I said, it's not an advertisement, but just to show you when somebody did a good job, you know, and they need to be acknowledged. And hopefully it will send some customers to them. But you know, as you know, as a consumer, car sales are one of the biggest problems probably to everyone around the world, not just in UK. But first of all, what you should be expecting when buying a used car. Also, first of all, you need to find a reasonable car for your budget, what you're planning to purchase, what your standards are, the mileage, how many owners, less as possible miles, less as possible owners or keepers of the vehicle. So if you're buying a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, try to look for one, maximum 2. Mileage always below 50. You know, like I said, less as possible is the standard. 2 keys, and full service history, preferably from the main dealer only, or any brand specialist. Particular, this would be Skoda, or anything you're planning to purchase. And okay, let me just go through maintenance issues. So what you want and what is CarExamer standard. So this is my set blueprint, what you want from used vehicle. Recent service done, like on this vehicle, it's been done in-house by availableCar. So it was, I believe, 4th service. They also did a DSG gearbox oil, and obviously service which is required for this 4th or 5th one. I believe I need to have a look at it again. But what I'm saying, it has all the services done, even a DSG gearbox oil changed. Otherwise, it will cost you. So that will probably cost you what, £180 to do it. Servicing, if it's not done when you're taking your car, that will cost you another £200. And if there's no service history, more likely you will need a full service done, changing spark plugs, fuel filter, also oil change, air filter, pollen filter, a lot, because you don't know how you're going to start your maintenance from if you don't have any records. You know, that's why the maintenance is important, right? Otherwise you have imminent costs which are unnecessary and should be reflected in vehicle's price, or negotiated with the seller, so the seller does just the standard maintenance. Coming back to tires, right? Our standard, my standard, is 5mm on tires. So this one is 7mm, right? 6.7. So at the back is the required standard, what we're looking at. So reason why we want that for the customer, right? Why we want 5, where seller will say, oh, it's 3mm. Sellers, some dealers changing at 3mm. All fleets changing at 2mm, right? But reason why there should be 5, the 5mm is approximately 50% of the tire's life left. So everything what I'm mentioning in this video is, so when you're buying a car, you can drive this vehicle 2 years without spending your money, apart, obviously, to keep up with your basic maintenance yearly or every 2 years, depends on the vehicle, make and model, and depends on the service schedules, variables or the standards, you know. So you see where I'm coming from now. I'm looking after you. So when we're looking at the disc and pads, obviously when you come and check the car, right, you see there is a lip, right? So technically, on average, when there will be minimum thickness, when there will be 1 mil worn out on every side of the disc, and that will be advisory to changing them. I'm just giving you rough guidance, and mostly that's how it works out. Disc overall thickness is 1, and then you have minimum thickness where the dealers, the main dealers, start giving you advisories every time you go visiting the service, right? This one has a fair wear and tear, and if you can see here, this section here, if you can see, this is the friction material up to the metal bit of the brake pad, right? So you're looking here at least 50% of the pad thickness, right? And that would give you, that would be our minimum standard. We want 60%, right? Obviously, if everything else is, can you see that brown bit? Let me try to show you again. Apologize for that. I don't have a great setup for taking a video, because all of my videos are pretty much done. They are spontaneous, and the way when I feel it, I do it. That's a disc, right? And that is the friction material up to that black part of the brake pad. So this is about 9 millimeters left. So you want here at least 50 of that friction material, 50% of 10 of the 10 millimeters, right? So that will give you 5 millimeters in the pad thickness. So normally good disc and pads will last you up to 30,000 miles. Depends again on a make and model, and is it 4-wheel drive or is it a smaller car? But on average, you can get out 30,000 on a set of discs, and then pads, probably pads as well, you know. Disc will last you probably 50,000 miles. You can. Depends again of the way you drive, the way you brake. You know, that everything will reflect into the wear and tear. And regards to obviously how often you drive, because the brake discs have a tendency of corrosion, you know, especially at the back of the vehicle. And this section here, again, we can see it clearly here. We have a slight pitting developing and a bit of scoring, right? On this one, obviously, this is still acceptable wear and tear on this one. We have approximately 50% left on the pad, which I would say is acceptable for the condition of this vehicle and the way the seller prepped this vehicle. It would be unfair to start asking to replace the rear pads, you know. So that's, yeah, we're taking everything obviously in consideration, and then obviously anything which is unacceptable based on the overall condition of the vehicle, we will advise you, and then you can obviously ask the seller to rectify or factor it into the price of the vehicle, you know. So like I said, Available Car did a good job. Obviously it's a good car selection as well. We'll show you inside. Everything is clean, it's not abused. It has marginal wear. It needs a bit of cleaning, the rear extra row, because a bit of dust on it. Otherwise, all the obviously trimmings and panels are clean. The vehicle haven't been resprayed. Paint thickness report shows everything in a good condition. Everything's about up to 130 microns on average on this vehicle all the way around. Same as it has both keys, obviously, like I said before. This is what you want. Owner's manual want, so you can read about it if you don't know how to operate, let's say for example with a seat or anything else on a vehicle, or the infotainment system, how it works, etc., etc., or how to select the 4x4, any off-road modes, or how to raise and lower the vehicle in case, right? So this is the vehicle I just inspected for the customer. You can see the driver's seat is 37,000 mile vehicle. you would obviously, there is a bit of obviously acceptable wear, and that is completely, absolutely acceptable. And same as the vehicle's condition. I found only one ding for a customer, which can be slightly pulled down, and if redone with a smart repair, can make it look better. Obviously, again, it's based on a buyer's expectations, but I would consider that acceptable, taking into consideration overall vehicle's condition. So great job, Available Car. So hope it will send some customers your way.